Well, welcome back to Criminal Law. Today we're going to talk about how to connect crimes from a scenario. So let's look back at the things that you have learned through the class. You've learned about accomplice, accessories after the fact, conspiracy, attempt, assault, battery, robbery, aggravated battery, burglary, murder, voluntary and involuntary manslaughter, extortion, embezzlement, false imprisonment, kidnapping, and the felony murder rule. So let's read a scenario and we'll come back to analyzing how we can charge Tom, Bill, and Juan with the crimes you already learned. Now that you have read the scenario, based on the facts of this scenario, what charges can be brought against Tom, Bill, and Juan? Let's start first with Tom. This is State versus Tom. Tom can be charged with conspiracy, which is an agreement to enter into a crime. In this case, both Bill and Tom decided that they were going to go steal beer for the party. So they'll be charged with conspiracy. Theft, that means the taking and carrying away of property of another without their consent. Tom went into the store to steal beer without the consent of Vic, the clerk. Burglary, since both Tom and Bill planned this in advance to go and steal, that creates that into a burglary. In their mind, that mens rea, what you're thinking, they formulated that they were going to steal, so that becomes a burglary. Assault, when Tom raised his hand to hit Vic, that is the assault. The next thing was battery, with the actual contact, the actual force applied on Vic, that caused him to fall and hit his head on the counter. Since the theft of the beer was done by force and fear, that theft now becomes a robbery. Murder, when he fell and hit his head on the counter, Vic died. That now is a murder. Now, since there are different levels of murder, Tom can be charged with involuntary manslaughter. He did not intend to kill him, he just wanted to hit him and get him out of the way. So he will be charged with involuntary manslaughter. Bill, on the other hand, can be charged with conspiracy. That's an agreement. Remember, Tom and Bill agreed to go and steal beer from the store. Now, since they both planned this theft, it's a burglary, which is a felony. Now, Bill can be charged with the felony murder rule, even though Bill did not physically harm Vic. The felony murder rule applies to Bill, which means that any death which occurs during the commission of a felony or while fleeing from the felony is classified as a murder. So Bill can be charged with murder. Juan, our last defendant, can be charged with accessory after the fact. That means a person who knows a crime has been committed and helps the offender escape. In this case, Juan agreed to drive Tom and Bill away from the scene of the crime. Conspiracy, is since they both agree, or the three of them agree, to leave the scene of the crime, he's now conspired to continue the crime. And also, he might be charged with felony murder rule, since it was a felony based on the burglary and the death of Vic. The other part, like, he might be able to be charged with extortion since he demanded to have $10,000 given to him by Tom and Bill in exchange for concealing their location, driving him away from the crime scene. Well, welcome and thank you for being here with the criminal class.